Hi, good morning. Welcome to Teeing Off with RevSportz. This is your host, Ishan Shahane. With me today, I'm joined with Snehashish Mukherjee, Bharat Ramraj, and Shaumik Chakravarti. We have a lot to discover and talk about. We have to speak about the IPL thrilling match that took place last night and also the PC that took place. So we'll be talking about what was discussed in that press conference. We'll get started off with the IPL match like we usually do. Snehashish, a thrilling game. I don't think anybody expected that finish. What were your first thoughts?
Yes, absolutely. What a match it was, and I think it was the best thing was that it was a great balance between bat and ball. It was not like 250, 260 scored and another team scoring 220. It's not like that. It's a very thrilling. It was a very thrilling match, and good to see Bhuvneshwar Kumar bowling that last over. It was, and especially the fast over. It was like vintage Bhuvneshwar Kumar. The swinging delivery and the way Sanju Samson got balled. That is not a good sign for us because all the players who have named in the squad are not getting runs after getting the names in the squad. So that is not a good sign. But overall, it was a thrilling match, and I'm very happy to see last few matches. Having great balance between bat and ball. I think this is the real cricket, and this is much more enjoyable than those matches where runs were scoring like fun.
Yes, Snehash, you're right. Bharat, Snehash mentioned Bhuvneshwar Kumar. He was great up front with the new ball, got those two early wickets in the first over, and then managed holding his nerve in that final over as well. So, what was your thoughts on just seeing him bowl?
Yeah, he swung the ball for once. He's been struggling to swing the ball in this IPL. Maybe you can say the white kookaburra isn't swinging instead of putting the blame on Bhuvneshwar. Yeah, he bowled really good last over, but it was set up actually by Pat Cummins and Natarajan. I think Natarajan, those 2 overs, Natarajan gave away just 7 runs, sit for a sixth and gave away just 1 run or something next 5 balls, got Hetmeyer's wicket. And then Pat Cummins also gave only 7 runs or something. I think these two bowlers set it up for Bhuvneshwar Kumar, especially someone like Netraj. I think he's bowling like a machine. Yesterday, very bowled to the field every single ball. If it's a left-hander, he was going for Yorkers. If it's a right-hander, he was bowling shorter length cutters outside off. I think he's in his zone. And this guy missing out from the Indian squad is it's a travesty because he's in absolute zone and the purple cap holder. I honestly can't believe this bowler is not in the Indian T20 squad.
Wow. Okay. Shaumik, Bharat clearly expressed his emotions. You're saying that he cannot believe it that Natarajan is not a part of the squad. So, do you feel the same? Yeah.
No, I don't think so because of the fact that Natarajan. I mean, see, yesterday Rohit Sharma made a very interesting observation at the press conference, at the selection press conference, when he was asked about the IPL performances, and he said IPL things change every day, and basically he said that how both he and the selection committee didn't read too much into the IPL performances, and they sort of zoomed in on the 15 much before the IPL started. Um, Natarajan has been doing well in this IPL. Okay, that's fine, but Natarajan is a very slow mover on the field, and he is not, as a fielder he cannot be trusted. No, I'm not in favor of Natarajan getting. I think as far as the seam bowling is concerned, uh, Bumrah walked in, and apart from that, whoever has been picked, selectors didn't have any other option beyond them. So I think in terms of team bowling composition, the selectors and Rohit, the team management, have hit the right. They have hit the right note and they have picked the right squad. I mean, they have hit the right composition. They have picked the right composition.
I can
I can
say
see Bharat.
something. I
Yeah,
can say
sure.
something. It's not
Yes.
like Arshdeep Singh is a great mover in the field either. If you look at Arshdeep Singh versus Natarajan's low full toss itself is hitting the bat hard. Out of 15, yes, now the purple cap holder, and out of those 15 wickets, 7 wickets have come through the low full toss itself. Arshdeep Singh is not landing the Yorkers. This guy is changing the angles, is pulling the length back. On the other hand, Arshdeep Singh is bowling wide. So if you look at this left armer versus that left armer, then Natarajan is at least bowling 40% better than him. So I would have taken Natarajan only on the basis of current form. But yeah, Arshdeep Singh might find his form in the T20 World Cup, but currently Natarajan is far better than him.
Thank you, Bharat. I think those are some valid observations made by your side. Snehashi, before we talk about the press conference, last two questions about the IPL match yesterday. We have to speak about Nitish Kumar Reddy. Again, a fantastic performance. Another youngster coming up the ranks. So, how was it seeing him bat and how refreshing was it?
Definitely, and especially as a all-rounder, because he can bat at the top, like at number 3 or 4, and then he can bowl and at a very decent pace, like 134, 135. It's a very good pace as a medium, as a all-rounder. So this is a very good this is a very good sign for Indian cricket, because as you all know, the main topic in this World Cup has been the selection of Hardik Pandya, and the only answer that we could have given, that there is no other option rather than Hardik Pandya. The only one was Shivam Dube, but he was not bowling. Recently, he started bowling, bowled 1 over in that match, but still, you don't have any proper pace bowling all rounder in India rather than Hardik Pandya. So I think for the near future, Nitish Kumar Reddy is a name that people are going to hear very much in the Indian circuit. I think selectors will keep an eye on him after this IPL, especially because not only in this not only in all domestic tournaments. I think they will keep an eye, because all rounder is a great asset for any team, and for India, I think he is a rare talent and he needs to look after very well.
Thank you, Sneshish. Thank you for that. We'll now get to the press conference that took place yesterday evening. So there were three or four main points. One of them was Rinku Singh's not being a part of the squad, Hardik Pandya's form, Virat Kohli's strike rate, and there were also questions of whether Dubey will bowl. So the three of you are here as well. We'll tackle this question. We'll tackle all of them with each one of you answering one of this. So Bharat, why don't you get started off with speaking on what was spoken about Hardik Pandya's form? He's been going through a lot at the moment, and if there's anyone who can do justice to that answer, will be you. So go for it and tell us what you feel.
Hardik Pandya, see, whatever they say is not been, whatever they said in the press conference is definitely not in good form. But the only good thing for Hardik Pandya is sometimes when he plays for India, he seems to lift his game under pressure. As I said, that could be something similar to Arshdeep Singh, though I don't think I put Arshdeep Singh in the class of Hardik Pandya when it comes to lifting his game for the Indian team. But that's something Hardik Pandya sometimes has done it. But it's definitely not in form. So whatever was said in the presser, we have to say that Pandya is going through a barren run where he's not able to land those hard lengths, or when he's trying to land the big shots against short of Ellen Delries, he's really struggling. Yeah, hopefully he will find his touch for the World Cup. And big match pressure is, I think, the reason why they have taken him.
Yes, thank you. Shomik, would you like to add something on Hardik Pandya as well before we cover the other players?
See, Hardik Pandya, as far as the Indian team is concerned, in white ball cricket, becomes an automatic pick because he is the only proper seam bowling all-rounder is available, and everyone knows what he can do on the field. I mean, the value he adds as a cricketer, be it as a batsman or a bowler. I mean, Hardik Pandya, when he is fit, he gets into the side. They don't read too much into his IPL form, and international cricket, especially a World Cup, is played at a completely different intensity. So, and the team atmosphere in the Indian team atmosphere is completely different than what we have in MI or any other franchise for that matter. The team atmosphere is different. The occasion is momentous. So, taking everything into account, Hardik Pandya, maybe he would like to have a few decent scores under his belt going into the T20 World Cup. But I think when once the team lands there in New York ahead of the first game against Ireland, I think they would be in sync with what the team's demands are, and that way I'm not too concerned about, like Ajit Agarkar said, he is not too concerned about Hardik Pandya's form. I am also, as a reporter, I can say I'm not too concerned about Hardik Pandya's IPL form. If he will sort things out, whatever it is, he will get things right as when it comes to the T20 World Cup.
Thank you,
Oh,
Shomik.
just add a point.
Yeah.
Just add a point. See, the thing with Hardik Pandya is you see the same player after all those injuries. I think that's the only worry with Hardik Pandya. I think somewhere is not completely using his body, especially when he's bowling with hard length as well. Is not exactly landing the big shot. Somewhere you wonder whether is not able to play the shots like he used to after all those back injuries and ankle, this, that. Is he the same player? That's I think the only major worry that India have to think of.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Bharat. Thank you. Sneashish, moving on from Hardik Pandya, Virat Kohli was also spoken about, where Rohit Sharma laughed and said, it was a bit comical because he didn't probably expect such questions, and the strike rate was mentioned. Do you think it's justified to question the strike rate? And I know that we as well have spoken about the strike rate in the past, but going into the tournament like a World Cup, do you think your opinion will change?
I think we all knew that the question will come up, and it came up literally. So, but the expression of Rohit Sharma after hearing the question was very good. So I enjoyed that. But I think Agarkar mentioned that when you go to a World Cup, that's a different ball game, and you need experience there. And in IPL, and he also mentioned that in IPL, the way match are happening, like 200 plus runs scoring at the knees for any team. I think they have all the power, and regarding Virat Kohli strike rate, they told that they are not so much worried, and they are happy that he is scoring run, and that is they want from a veteran batter like Virat Kohli. I think the way they handled the question, that was very matured, and I think that is the way should be before a big tournament like T20 World Cup, because you don't want to create any fuss among the team, among the team culture or team environment before a tournament like this. And Virat Kohli is your match winner. We all know that the strike rate has been a concern, especially in the T20 format. But you have to see the when it comes to T20 World Cup, he is your best player in last two three editions. I really remember the 2016 edition, the 2014 edition, and recently the 2022 edition. He won that Pakistan match. It was one of the great match that India have won courtesy of him. So I think he is your match winner. The strike rate will be a concern, and the talk will not stop yet. It will definitely will be talked in the World Cup also. I know that, but still he is your best option at number three, and he will perform hopefully in the World Cup.
Thank you. He is the best option, Sneashish says. Shamik, I think you were unmuting yourself. Did you want to mention something?
Yes, Ishan, I just want to add something as far as Virat's strike rate is concerned. See, we should not get confused about what's happening with the IPL vis the T20 World Cup. Conditions would be different, pitches would be different, and I maybe in the Caribbean, especially, we don't know how the New York pitch will, how the pitches in the US will turn out because we don't have any idea. But maybe in the Caribbean, although ICC would be in charge of preparing the pitches, we won't see such highways that have been on offer in the IPL, and the pressure would be completely different.
Yeah.
There will not be impact player rule, and Virat is one player who is an out and out match winner. Virat, I mean, he has issues as far as his strike rate is concerned in spin. But the other day, the way he played against Gujarat Titans, especially the way he countered Rashid Khan, it was hurting. And see, Virat Kohli is a great batsman in his own right. And to compensate, Virat will play his own knock, his own at his own place at number three. Nobody is concerned about his strike rate because at the end of the day, at the back end, he can accelerate. He has the ability to control his innings, and to compensate for that, even if he gets stuck a bit in the middle overs, India have two heavy lifters in the middle order. One is Surya Kumar Yadav, another is Shivam Dube. Yesterday,
Yes.
Rohit categorically mentioned why Shivam Dube has been brought in because he, he said our top order hitting is okay. In middle overs, we need someone who can go after the bowling without looking at who is bowling at it. So he is one of the heavy lifters in the middle overs, and that would be Virat at the T20 World Cup is going to be a very vital cog in India's wheel.
Thank you for that, Shomik. Thank you for that descriptive answer. Bharat, Shomik mentioned Shivam Dubey as well. Rohit, in the press conference, had mentioned that here's someone who's actually a seasoned bowler who can bowl, and this is one of the major reasons why we're also taking him into the side. So, your thoughts on Dubey, and how much do you think he might end up playing, and how much do you think he might end up actually bowling?
Yeah, I think one of your live shows only I said I watched a couple of clips of him bowling the Ranji Trophy last season. So at least bowling with some discipline. Obviously, you don't expect Shivam Dubey to hit a very high level in the ball in hand, but he can definitely contribute to 1 or 2 hours. Definitely can. And yeah, he had a side strain as well before the IPL, but didn't until that last game he has not bowled at all because of that impact sub thing, which actually is going against the Indian team as such because of that impact sub rule. But that's unfortunate. Yeah, he can definitely bowl a couple of overs, 2 hours for 15 runs, 1 hour for 10 runs. That's all
Yeah.
you want. And yeah, he's a very, very good striker of the ball. I don't have to say much about that. Someone who hits very square of the wicket, gets both spin and pace, and that could help. Especially the ground in USA is very small, so square of the wicket could get a lot of runs there because of how small the ground is. It looks like it's smaller than even our Chinnaswamy. So his style of batting might, yeah, it seemed like that when I watched a couple of matches on TV. That it looks smaller than even Chinnaswamy. So his batting might come into the equation, especially at that. Ground.
Thank you, Bharat. Thank you, Snehashish. You know exactly what my last question is going to be. It's going to be about Rinku Singh. We've spoken a lot about Rinku Singh, but we have to speak a little bit more about him before we end the show. So why don't you speak about Rinku Singh? It's been discussed a lot, but if there's anything new that you can think about after that press conference.
Yes, I think I was very happy to hear that the what Agarkar told yesterday. I think he told that Rinku did nothing wrong to not get selected in this team, and it was a very tough call for them to select one other player ahead of him. But unfortunately, they had to do because of the option. Because if Shivam Dube has been selected ahead of him, the only option, only I think reason is the bowling and some bowling, and again the power hitting, obviously the power hitting. And then again Rohit Sharma himself said that he himself wanted fourth spinner in the team. So I think when your skipper wanted, you want to give him that option, because if you don't give that option to your skipper and something wrong happen in the World Cup, then the blame will be on the selector. The skipper will definitely blame the selector that I had wanted that you didn't give me. So I think the selector did the right thing. They gave what the skippers wanted, and it is unfortunate for Rinku. But the best part, what I saw on social media last night, that image that Kolkata Knight Riders shared on their social media handle, that at Wangkhere, Rohit Sharma talking with Rinku Singh. So I think I hope that whatever we are thinking, that is the only talk they had. I think he had been given a proper clarification, because because the player who has been dropped from the side, who was expected to be in that plane to the World Cup, I think he deserve a clarification, and a proper clarification will make him more positive and more motivated to do well in the coming days also. So I think in recent past we have seen that lack of proper clarification has been an issue, especially in Indian cricket. Many cricketers have come up after so many years and told that we didn't know the exact reason why we got dropped and etc. etc. So I think this is a very good sign that as a proper leader, Rohit Sharma went up to him and hopefully get the chat with him, and hopefully Rinku will understand, and hopefully will do whatever he will do what is he doing in a regular basis, and a lot of days waiting for him in Indian colors.
Sneshish, thank you. I think that was beautifully put. And with that, it's the end of our morning show. Thank you to everyone who joined. Thank you to all my guests as well. We have another show coming up at 11 a.m. It's a Hindi show. So don't forget to tune in for that as well. Thank you and stay tuned to Red Sports.